Bueckers with the steal. With two, with one, lets it fly. Got it!
This night was supposed to be the night Caitlin Clark and Paige Bueckers finally faced off inside the WNBA court. See, everyone in the Big D was pretty stoked to see Caitlin and Paige light up the court for the first time in the big leagues since their epic battles in the collegiate scene. So much so that they moved the venue for this game from a 7,000 capacity arena to American Airlines Center, which could accommodate 20,000 people. And as expected, the game was sold out despite Caitlin being ruled out. The arena was packed to the rafters, and the big names in Dallas basketball also showed up to witness this blockbuster matchup. But as Caitlin sat on the sidelines with an injury, she and the disappointed fans were treated with a classic duel that no one saw coming.
Mitchell working on the rookie James and takes her to school.
Kelsey starts things off by punching down an 18-footer. Then on the other end, Bueckers responds with a left layup to even things up at 2 apiece. Now, after that, the comebacking Ari McDonald pushes the rock, and check this out. She just threads a perfect bouncing dime that only Kelsey could get, which leads to an and one bucket.
Finish that. A beautiful pass. McDonald counted in one.
The Fever just ran the Wings out of the gym early on as they have no answer with their run and gun game. And moments later, Lexi joins the party by locking up Nalissa Smith and hitting a 3-ball in transition.
Lexi carries the 3.
Then Kelsey returns the favor as she hits Natasha Howard on the break with a laser-like pass. The Wings didn't know what hit them as they got stuck at 9 points with the quarter almost ending. And to add some more punishment, Kelsey splashes another one from deep before cooking innocent ankles here in this crazy play.
Balls up.
Mitchell working on the rookie James and takes.
Shooting at an insane 81% from the field, the Fever built a 20-point lead after the first quarter, with Kelsey dropping 10 to lead all scorers. Anyway, in the second quarter, Ari McDonald shows why she deserves a spot on the roster. I mean, she puts Enrique on her hip, then floats it up and in, plus the foul. Then, moments later, she just outruns everybody and finishes it off the glass in front of Paige Bueckers. With the Fever's lead ballooning to 22, Paige stops the bleeding by attacking Lexi to get the bump and the bucket. After that play, things just turn up a notch between Kelsey and Paige as they exchange heavy blows to prove who's the better scorer. I mean, here's a dribble hand off coming off from AB. Kelsey pops out, then drills another 3-ball. On the other end, Bueckers turns the corner, and despite Sophie tightly guarding her, she still finishes through contact. Now in the next possession, Kelsey answers right back by lacing a corner 3 with a hand on her grill. And to counter that, Paige gets the last laugh by ending the quarter with a bang.
How beautiful was that shot, Mark?
The Wings chopped the Fever's lead down to just 13 points as Paige exploded with 12 points in the second quarter, while Kelsey had 19 at the half. Anyway, following that crazy buzzer beater, Paige picked up where she left off by scoring this easy layup off a backdoor cut. Then Kelsey Mitchell responds with a nifty assist to AB off pick and roll action, which was quickly erased by this silky smooth 15-foot jumper by Paige on the other end. And if Paige could hit that, Mitchell says, well, I can also do that too. As the Wings close the gap to just 6, Paige and Kelsey continue to slug it out in front of the sold-out crowd. I mean, here's Kelsey guarding Paige, and sensing that she's overplaying her, Bueckers slides back door, fakes Howard out of her socks, and gets the sneaky layup to drop. And on the other end, Kelsey slices through the Wings' defense and scores the tough bucket against the giant lady.
Inside out the basket by Mitchell.
Before dropping another layup on Paige right before the third quarter ends. By the end of the third, Mitchell had already mustered 26 points to lead the Fever, and on the other end, Bueckers was slowly closing the gap with 20 points of her own. Despite the Wings having the clear momentum, the Fever still maintain a 74-69 lead coming into the fourth, and with 10 minutes left to play, Paige and Kelsey just lay it all out on the floor and put on an absolute show to give the people something to cheer about. I mean, to open up the fourth, Paige shows off her defensive skills as she blocks Lexi here on this attempt, then follows it up with another rejection to Ari McDonald before splashing a big-time three to make the crowd go nuts.
Lost double-digit second-half lead, 3 in the last.
Come on, Paige.
The Wings eventually got ahead of the Fever after hitting this jumper, but as soon as that happens, Mitchell quickly retakes the lead by drilling this dagger three.
Wide open 3, count it!
And then from that moment, Kelsey just took matters into her own hands. I mean, after using AB's screen, Kelsey just goes downhill on the 6'7" Ueru at full speed and finishes the layup through contact.
Out the basket again, Kelsey.
And finally, she snakes the defense and sets up Howard for the easy floater to put this one to bed. Powered by Kelsey Mitchell's 32-point performance, the Fever avoided yet another second-half meltdown as they survived Paige and the Wings' late comeback, 94-86.
Oh, great job. Okay, great job. We weathered a storm. We found some toughness in the fourth quarter to be able to get stops and to execute, right? We grew tonight. I mean, it really, everybody just good stuff, okay? Good stuff all around. That's a big time win for us on a back-to-back at the end of a tough road trip, so.
Despite coming up short, Bueckers has nothing to be ashamed about as she had a good night herself, racking up 27 points along with 6 assists. Although the fans were a bit disappointed not seeing Caitlin Clark in action, Kelsey and Paige get their money's worth by putting in an instant classic that no one will soon forget. Though the Wings are at the bottom of the heap right now, Paige is shaping up to become the Rookie of the Year as she follows the record-breaking path that Caitlin laid out last year. Meanwhile, Kelsey has just established herself as one of the, if not the most lethal bucket getter in the W today, and this is good news for the Fever as they have someone that they could consistently rely on in the offensive end night after night, especially now that Caitlin is in and out of the lineup due to injury.
Yeah, it's like they definitely have like two different styles of play. But in both, Kelsey Mitchell's obviously great at off-ball moving, coming off double screens, single screens, pin downs, zoom actions. Just she's really aggressive, and they look to play through her more tonight, obviously with Caitlin out.
Anyway, next on the calendar is the most awaited matchup against the MVP frontrunner Napheesa Collier and the top-seeded Minnesota Lynx. And hopefully, Caitlin gets to suit up for that game so that we could see if the Fever could hang with the best of them. And until then, this has been the Hoop Doctor saying bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching and see you on the next game recap. Peace.